Oh, there you are. You walked right in front of it. That's okay. No, but there's nobody watching right now.
Oh, you mean that screen? I thought you meant at Walmart.
No. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, how do I don't know what these things are.
How long is your thingy?
I don't know. Just depends on if anybody even shows up. Ugh, boy. See anybody out there? See anybody out there? I have no idea what this means. What is this little thing here? No clue. Ah, okay. That's kind of cool. I'm still learning. I don't know how to use everything yet. Yawn. What's this? Feedback. What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What is that? Oh, what's this do? Hmm. Okay. Well, I think since nobody's here, really what I wanted to do was I had planned on putting out a video for the channel, obviously, planning to do one video a week. And this week just did not happen despite all of my efforts. I really, really wanted to have one done by today, but that just did not happen. uh, it's definitely a lot harder to put together these types of videos with all the planning and things that take place within a reasonable amount of time. Vlogging is definitely a lot easier. It can be time consuming, and some of the vlogs that I did would take me a couple days to put together. But most vlogs would take about a day. These, I've got to scout around, so it takes time to find someone, and then I have to set up the time to do it. And then I've got to either go out to them or meet halfway, or sometimes they come to me. It just depends. But this week, I went to Arizona and I did a tour for Lex and Riot. Lex is, God, she's been in this community for a while now, and she lives in a trailer. She converted. She used to live in the back of her truck, in the camper back of the truck, and I mean like the low top camper, not the like fancy campers. And then she got a trailer, and it's like a pretty sick off-road trailer she converted into a little home. And I mean, she is like living very minimalistically. It's not a fancy build on the inside at all, but she's made it quite comfortable, and she's very inspiring nonetheless, and kind of cute too. I also did a tour for Corey and Chase. They have a Dodge ProMaster, yet another Dodge ProMaster. Seems to be the most popular of the builds. So that one is actually really rad. I really, really like this build as well. They had a lot of detail and thought put into their interior design, and I quite like it. So I've got those two, and then I'm shooting another one tomorrow. I was supposed to meet them in Temecula, but they decided to come and meet me out in Palm Springs because I had some financial issues and I wasn't able to make it out there. So I'm doing a Sprinter van tour, and this one's beautiful. I love it. Again, beautiful interior design. Nothing really different in terms of like layout, but still very, very cool. So I'm really looking forward to putting that together. So yeah, I mean, I've got a lot going on, and I think the biggest thing is the channel. The channel is growing huge, huge, and I mean, in the 6 months that I started Travis Travels with van life and vlogging, well, van life didn't really work out for me. If you've been following along, you've seen what happened to me in that sleep issue, which by the way is still a problem because when I went to Arizona, I didn't sleep. Nope, I didn't sleep. It sucked. I didn't like it. Oh, the headless musician is here. What's up, dude? What is up, man? Hey, are you like hearing what I'm saying like right now, or are you like kind of backed up to where it started? Say words. Type. Um okay, cool, right on. So I was just kind of I figured since nobody was coming, I was just gonna kind of talk about what I've been up to with the channel and this last week and everything. So anyways, I guess I'll backtrack and since you're on here with me, I'm the channel is just taken off like crazy, like crazy. I had originally planned to do the the tours, and I mean, if you'd been around for a while, you'd known that I've been trying to do tours, but something would happen. The van would break down, or I wouldn't be able to go. Something would happen that would stop me from doing these tours. But finally, like all of the things are aligning now, and it's all coming together. And then putting out these last two videos, choosh, exploded. I mean, I've been wanting to get this channel monetized for so long, and boy, look at that. One freaking video, 26,000 views. Insane, insane. Dude, I'm on the East Coast. Whoa, East Coast, man. Hey, at least we're not in Texas freezing our asses off, right? I feel bad for those people, man. That shit's crazy out there. Totally nuts. So what time is it over there, man? There's like definitely a delayed response time with these videos. So, so I don't know how these things work. Right on, it's 9:07. Okay, yeah. All right. It's not too bad. It's not too late for you. So there's a little thing on the screen. It's right there, and it's got like two little people on it, but there's three. So I'm assuming there's three people watching, but I don't know because I've never used this before. I got two thumbs up, so that's cool. All right. So anyways, where was I? Where was I? Channel. Right. So the channel's just exploded. I'm getting monetized by the end of the week. Uh everything that I've been it's my roommate's dog is quite the bitch. Mhm. Oh, she knows it. She knows it. Okay, Melissa. Hey, what's up, Melissa? Dude, just glad you're doing well. I mean, three people are watching. Yeah, that's. But now Melissa just chimed in, so that's awesome. Yeah. So okay, look four. Okay, so now I understand how this thing works. It's the first time I've ever done live, so I don't really know what's going on. But seriously, hmm, this dog, man, I'm telling you, it's this little Yorkie. She's actually really sweet, but she's just being a little bitch right now. it's because her food it's on a timer. 5 minutes left, and I have to check on it, make sure it's okay. All right, sorry about that. Moving forward, so yeah, the dream is coming alive. I tried doing vlogging like, God, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. No, 2 weeks ago when I did the last 26,000 view. I tried vlogging that, and I tried vlogging some other stuff, and I just don't have time, man. I'm just between trying to, work and make money and survive and have some sort of a functional lifestyle and do these tours. I don't have time for vlogging right now, but I will be doing it once the channel is monetized and I'm actually making a steady income through these ads that I do and whatnot through YouTube. Once that happens, then it's back to like nothing ever changed. But primary focus is to make YouTube my number one job. I want my sole job to be YouTube. I don't want to hustle for any other kind of work. I want it to just be this so that I can put my all into it and keep creating cool stuff. So yeah, jeez, hold on. She's mean. You're coming through loud and clear with me. Sweet. All right, thanks, Rideshare. Yeah. So, you guys got any questions for me? Anything at all? I so I've been growing my hair out. If you can see, look how long it's gotten pretty long. I haven't had a haircut since January. January. Can you believe that? That's a long time. Long time since I've had a haircut. When COVID came, it's like perfect. I mean, I had planned on like growing it out to like uh Jesus Christ, because I mean, he's a good looking guy, so I figured I could go for that. It's not looking too bad for me, but it is getting kind of long now, and like I'm learning what it's like, to have long hair. With just the hair gets in your comb and it gets everywhere, and you get it in your mouth, and you don't want it in your mouth, and seriously. Okay, so what does it take to get you monetized, bro? Okay, so I needed 1,000 subscribers, and I needed 4,000 watch hours. And prior to that video that I had posted, I was at 550 subscribers and I was at 400 watch hours. I had barely scratched the surface. Oh my God. Okay, I have to go take care of this dog. 1 second. Wow, for real? Jesus. Your food is just fine. It's just fine. Okay, that, God, little monsters, man. They don't get their food, they get really angry. Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, so the channel is, I've got like what, 50 more subscribers left, and I'm guarantee you by the end of the week I'll have that. But I was saying earlier, I just didn't have time this week to get a video done. Between work and all the filming that I did, man, I'm just wiped out. Oh, speaking of wiped out, so Thursday night, was it Thursday night? Thursday night, I'm lying in bed and I am hearing the hum, and my body's vibrating, and I'm inside. And this does happen. So even I experience it the worst in the van, but I still experience it at home sometimes, and it's just weird. The hum, it's different. It changes pitch. It gets louder or it gets quieter. So it's weird. You don't really know what it is. Still, I'm part of this Facebook group called the Hum, and we're always talking about, we're hearing it every day, and some people, they just, I don't know how they survive through it, but I hear it pretty much every day too, but I can usually sleep. But of course, the next day, the night before I was supposed to go to Arizona to do the tour videos that I just did, I experienced the hum and I got no sleep. So I had zero sleep. And then I went and did those two tours in Arizona, and I was wiped out and I couldn't drive home. I was exhausted. So I got a hotel and I got zero sleep in that hotel as well. 2 nights in a row of freaking 48 hours no sleep. And I also had work, which was Friday. So was it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Whatever. I get my days mixed up. I'm too tired to think straight. But that's basically, yeah. So I'm still experiencing the hum. It totally sucks. But anyways, do you guys have any other questions? If I'm just babbling, just babbling. Okay. Um, So Oregon has just been on my mind for God the last 2 years. Originally, my trip was to go from Southern California all the way up north, up the Pacific Coast Highway, and and how are you ever going to get any sleep, right? Uh, so my roommate, she gave me some stuff called Calm, and it's got like magnesium, all kinds of stuff in it, just like makes you sleepy. And so I took that. I took some hazel stuff, and she's all about the herbal stuff, and then I took some what's that stuff that they make out of marijuana? CBD oil. Right. So I took all three of those things last night, and then I slept. So that worked, which is great because I mean sometimes even melatonin doesn't work. Sometimes sleeping pills, ZQL, whatever, sometimes that shit doesn't work. But this did, and God, I hope it works tonight too because I've got another tour tomorrow, and I need to be able to be functioning and able to do the job. So yeah, man, this sucks, dude. This is the worst. Not being able to sleep. Man, it just you don't wish that on your worst enemy because it's just you can't function. You start losing your basic motor skills and then you start getting weird dreams and so it's not a good experience. So yeah. Um, I really hope that I can overcome it. I feel like I can because I mean, it seems that it happens sort of in periods for me now. Um, Speaking of Oregon, so again, yeah, I've been planning that for a long time. I was going to take the Pacific Coast Highway up north and just start from SoCal, work my way all the way up into Oregon, Washington, and then Canada, and maybe even Alaska. That was always the general plan. But for some reason, throughout like my travels and meeting all the people that I did, it just kind of kept popping up. And then there was these really cool people that lived out there that either did van life or bus life or they were in the community in some way, shape, or form. And I've created these bonds and these friendships. One specifically, Schooliana, who's very popular on Instagram and on TikTok now. He's killing it on there, and he's become a bus builder. And I would like to, at some point down the road, sell the van and then get a schoolie with the intention of basically insulating it like a home as best I can, and you know, make that my home, and hopefully I can sleep in it. Um, if I can, I just have to sell it and I'll have to figure something else out. Ideally, I'd like to rent someone else's build, like a pretty nice van build or schoolie or whatever and try and sleep in that. I just haven't had the time or the money. Money really is the biggest thing because some of those van like vans, if you look like in California, especially Southern California, for like a van life, the really nice custom rentals, they're like $200 a night. It's stupidly expensive. $200 a night for a freaking van. It's madness, but it's also, I mean, people are obviously paying it, so it's a good way to make some money. Um, how are you schooling or long gone? What do you mean by schooling or long gone? Like, am I going to be going to school? Can you retype that, please? Um, I forgot where I was at. I feel like there's a delayed reaction with this live streaming thing. Uh, Rideshare, what is that? Schooling or okay, short or long? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. A short bus, short schoolie. My bad. Yeah, I'm looking at a short one, probably like a 5 window. So this guy Schooliana, I'm going to move out there to Eugene, Oregon, which is where he lives, and I originally was thinking, okay, I'll just sell the van and then I'll move out there and I'll just figure it out. But now that I think about it even more, I'm just like, that might not be the best idea because I would still need a means of transportation to kind of get around. So I guess I kind of might as well hold on to it and just find a place to live out there. I'm not really sure. All I know is that I'm going to need a good chunk of money to be able to move out there, but I'm just not even thinking about it. My whole entire focus has just been on monetizing the channel and making that my income. So it feels so good to finally have that happening way sooner than I thought. Way sooner than I thought. I thought it was going to take like 50,000 views, and I thought it was going to take months. I honestly wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it before I left because the leave date is end of April or May. And the reason for that is because in the desert, it's, averages about 115 degrees, and I just cannot handle that kind of heat. I can't do van life tours in that heat. It's just not going to happen. There's 9 people. On my end, it says 9 people. Yeah, yeah, 9 people watching. How cool is that? What's up, Summer? Hey, you're never gonna believe who I talked to last night. Guess who called me last night? You're not gonna be able to guess. I'll tell you. It was Kim. Oh, hold on. I forgot her last name. Kim. She's married to the guy Constantine or whatever. Anyways, you guys don't who know who Kim is, but Kim is like she was kind of like the girl of my dreams, and her and I had like such a great friendship for many years. And she ended up getting married, and she moved away, and I moved away, and I haven't talked to her in like 10 years, and she just reached out to me, and oh man, that just made my day because yesterday was a pretty bad day. Yeah, I think there is just a delay. Okay, yeah, it's a little delay. Meow. So, yeah. So, you know, for those of you that have been with me through this whole journey from start to finish, man, thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's nice to know people care. It's nice to know that people want to, be there with you in some way, and telling my story and hearing what you guys have to say, and hopefully in some way shape or form I am inspiring you to follow your dreams or to continue that dream of van life or minimalism or whatever it is. There's there's such a beautiful support system for this community, and it's only getting bigger. With the economy and the way things are going, think about what was it last year with the California fires. Imagine how many people lost their homes. Where do you think they're going to go? They're going to move into their RVs. They're going to move into vans. I mean, so we saw this huge influx of people living in their RVs and vans after the California fires. And then comes COVID a year later. It's just getting bigger and bigger. I think the van life community is well over 10 million people now. So it's pretty crazy. Hey, what's up, Desert Adventures? It's good to see you guys all here. Um, so yeah, I mean, phew, pretty crazy times. I think what's this van life thing is huge. I think it's gotten to the point now where politically, I don't think there's anything they could ever really do about it. I mean, technically, it's still a free country, so uh, God forbid they ever make something like this like really illegal. Because yes, technically speaking, it is illegal to sleep in your vehicle, but obviously they don't enforce that, and thank God they don't. But I feel like if any time were if there were any time to get into this lifestyle, it would be right now, because you never know when it's not going to be available anymore. And I really hope that that's just you know, some kind of conspiracy theory fear, and it doesn't ever become a reality, because it certainly could, I think. Um, But yeah, I pretty much kind of put that all out there for you guys. I really wanted to just, let you guys know what was going on with the channel and going on with me, and that I'm okay, and I'm really happy where I'm at here in Indio, California, and yeah. So I think I've mouthed off quite a bit for a while. If you guys have any questions, let's keep it going, or I'll call it a night. We see a lot of van lifers in BLM area. Oh, for sure, dude. For sure. Yeah, BLM land. I mean, that's the way to do it, honestly. I mean, it's honestly for me, it's so funny. There's so many people that have different sort of lifestyles of van life or schoolie life or whatever, where people are working a 9 to 5 and living in their vans, and then there's some people that are completely off grid and completely mobile, which I love. I think that's totally rad. But there are definitely so many different elements of this type of lifestyle. But yeah, BLM is rocking. Joshua Tree is getting pretty well filled up with a lot of van lifers. They're everywhere. It's pretty rad, actually. And another thing is Joshua Tree. In the last year, there have been these communities that are starting to sprout and pop up, and so entrepreneurs, are like taking advantage of this movement, and they're creating more space for people like us. So yeah, I mean, the future's looking bright, at least in that area. Troy, oh, bro, bro, man, what's going on, dude? My boy Troy's here. Gonna have to throw on World of Warcraft and game it up again. Oh gosh. So yeah, uh, I used to play World of Warcraft. hmm Yeah, I know it looks like I wouldn't be the kind of guy that plays video games, but it's true. I do. I'm not proud, but I enjoy it. So yeah, yeah. But you know what? Here's my thing, and I'm not gonna go crazy with this whole topic, but my my whole family plays video games. Believe it or not, my grandma, my grandma played video games. How cool is that? How many people can say their grandma played video games? I mean, at least in my generation, my grandma was playing Wolfenstein and Doom and what else? Baldur's Gate and all kinds of cool shit. My grandma she was awesome. I love my grandma. She was great. My dad, he still plays Call of Duty. He's got his own server. He has his own clan. They're all snipers. It's freaking awesome. Gosh. So, well, you were way better. You were way better than who? I was way better than him. Talking about my dad? Well, Troy was definitely better at WoW than I was. That's for sure. Uh, I gotta check on this dog food. Hold up. All right, sorry about that. So my roommate actually like makes chicken, carrots, broccoli, and something else for her dogs every day. I mean, these dogs eat better than I do. It's crazy. It's crazy. But she's a chef. She's an amazing cook. My God, she makes the most amazing food ever. All right, games are good for us old guys to keep our minds sharp. You're damn right. That's a very very good point. I appreciate you. Yeah. Mhm. I mean, what the hell else are we supposed to do with our time? For real. I mean, can't always read things and stuff. I mean, God, what would I do with my time if I didn't have video games? I have no idea. Maybe like learn to play an instrument. I guess that would be cool. All right. So I hope I'm not boring you guys to tears. Uh, but I think I've kind of given you everything I can. Mindy States, who's been my number one fan for like the longest time. I don't even know if she's on here, but she went to the RTR. She went to the women's RTR this year. She also went to Schoolie Palooza. I think she went to Schoolie Palooza. Oh wow! And she met up with Lex, and she also met up with Bob Wells. And she managed to get me a tour with this gal Lex, who she's never ever done a tour before, other than her own. She's never had somebody else do it, and I was just honored to be able to tell her story because she's just kind of like this cornerstone to me in the community. And I think the really exciting thing, aside from doing her tour, is that she offered to let me do an interview of Bob Wells for my channel, which is very exciting because uh, he, I guess he's very humble and he doesn't particularly like he doesn't like to be on the pedestal that people put him on, which I understand. But he really has been like one of the biggest people to get so many of us involved in the community. So, anyways, she has this trailer. It's a off-road trailer, but it wasn't designed as a tiny home. It was just a trailer that she converted into a tiny home. She's a minimalist, and so there's not a lot going on in there, but she makes everything work, and she's got a great story. I honestly wish I and I and in full honesty, I honestly wish I could just do stories about people in van life rather than doing the tours, which the tours are all great and people love the tours, but I would really love to just do storytelling about these people. And I think the only viable way to make that work is to just do an actual film. And I think that's probably going to happen one of these days if I can you know get the channel to where I'm growing and and I'm making a feasible amount of money, then I can certainly allot some free time to just do the storytelling aspect of it because there's some fucking amazing stories out there. And with Schoolie Palooza and RTR and some of these other events that they're doing each year, it's certainly a possibility. Who do we got here? Teens, you're going through SAC this summer. Yeah, for sure, dude. Dan would love to see the whole gang, man. I want to see the gang. It's been years since I've seen you guys. Forever, forever. So yes, of course. Yes, I plan to come to Sacramento. Like I said, end of April, May was to do the move to Oregon, but I think I'm going to stay in Sacramento for about a month. So I got plenty of time to see my old friends and spend time with the family before I make that final move, and hopefully it all works out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Bob Wells is huge in the community, and I just feel so honored to be able to interview him. So that is something that's going to be coming here pretty soon, um, probably within the next 3 to 4 weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. There's a huge amount of people still in Arizona. I was just out in Lake Havasu for another tour of a ProMaster, and they were. I don't remember exactly where in Lake Havasu they were, but there were like 40 some odd van lifers and schoolies all just parked in this one spot. It's like Schoolie Palooza never even ended. They just moved it to a different spot. So yeah, it's ideal. Hopefully, I can get back out there in the next week or so. But I've got two tours that I just shot this week, and I've got another tour I'm shooting tomorrow in Palm Springs by the windmills. And that's a Mercedes Sprinter, really beautiful build. Looking forward to shooting that. Um, what do we got here? Your videos are awesome. Ah, thanks, the Morris family. You guys are the best. I don't want to miss everybody. What are you saying? Hold on. My contact info. Um, Honestly, like if you want to reach me directly, pretty much immediately, just go on my Instagram and shoot me a direct message because I check it pretty regularly, and that's the best way to contact me. So yeah, it's looking good over there. Yeah. Um, I don't have anything else to talk about now. I pretty much got it all out there. So I think I'm going to wrap things up here. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming along. If you have any more questions, put them out now. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go. It's just about dinner time, and again, I want to thank you guys for showing up, and I I look forward to putting out next week's video. I think is going to be Thursday next week, and that'll be the trailer one. And I may just do another one probably Friday or Saturday. I'm not really sure. Ideally, I'd like to have those three just to give myself the time to you know book another job and keep the momentum going weekly. So, anyways, love you guys all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.